Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 2-1 win against Greenock Morton in the League Cup today. That was a slog, wasn't it? It was a prime example of a cup game, win ugly, you kind of don't care as long as you progress through, but it's also a prime example of if you're not switched on, you don't take your chances and you don't have that killer instinct, then a 0-0 can quickly turn into a 1-0 loss and you're chasing the game from a decision which was questionable. I think we maybe got away with one just beforehand, but it was a questionable decision and we paid the price. And even when we went 2-1, it still wasn't really that great, but we'll get into it anyway. We had 8 changes from the Servette game. We lined up Butland, Sterling, Goldson, Balogun, Ufeko, Cifuentes, Dowell, Lundstrom, Matondo, Lammers and Dessers. On the subs bench we have McCrory, Hadji, Lawrence, Sima, Roof, King, Devine, Rice and Danilo. So certainly no arguments with the team at all. I'm glad Tavernier was rested and Sterling was put in his place. Interesting, Ufeko starting as well. He certainly played fairly decently and had a good showing. And I think that's kind of the problem. There was not a lot today you could pick out that a player had an outstanding game. Butland had a few decent moments. Ufeko was decent certainly at the times. Dessers had a couple of chances. Matondo was maybe arguably the standout of that, but that's not really saying much, and it was never going to be a walk in the park like some people predicted. It never is these days, but I expected a better showing from some of these players. The first half it was all us, but we were just lacking pace, lacking cutting edge, lacking inventiveness. Bar a couple of chances, there was nothing to say that we're actually going to win the game, never mind by 3 or 4 goals as you would kind of maybe expect when you're coming up against a championship team. We started off brightly though. 3rd minute was a long ball from Lundstrom from our half to Matondo, wide left. A lovely touch, drives it inwards towards goal, has a shot, a big save from the keeper out for the corner. 15th minute, an outstanding shot by Dessers. The ball was crossed in from the right, it was flicked up into the centre of the box. Dessers, who controls it with one touch while in the air, turns and shoots it on the volley and saved by the keeper. Outstanding technique from Dessers there, very unlucky. It's right at the keeper again, but the keeper did have to make a big reaction save. Just after that, 17th minute, Matondo on the left gets past his man, crossed in with pace at the near post. Keeper saves but spills, hits off the legs of the defender right back into the keeper's hands. But lucky that one there for them. 18th minute was a free kick from Morton. Butland had to be alert and saved at the near post. 20th minute, Morton attacker in behind our defence. Ufeko had enough pace to nip in and take the ball away from him out for the corner there. 22nd minute, a lovely long through ball from Lammers. Dessers beats the player, rounds the keeper and scores. A foul was given by the referee. For me, there was nothing in it. There was maybe a wee motion that it's almost as if he pulled him back, and I think that's what the referee seen there. I didn't feel there was really much in it, to be honest. 26th minute, Matondo down the left, cuts inside into the box, rounds the keeper and at a very narrow angle, gets a shot off, was going in and it was cleared off the line there, so really unlucky from Matondo there. 45th minute, last piece of play in the first half, free kick from Dowell from 25 yards out, was going into the right hand side of the goal, but a great save from the keeper out for the corner. So certainly we had a couple of chances, big saves from their keeper. Good that we're obviously putting their keeper under a wee bit of pressure, but still lacking that pace, the inventiveness. Really disappointing ultimately. Second half, weirdly we were actually better once we went 2-1 up, but we shouldn't be waiting till we get to that point or till a team in the championship starts to tire out. You can understand if we get on the upper hand against maybe PSV if it's been a fast paced game or something like that, but not really at the championship level. You expect that. Obviously that's clearly what happened against Livingston last weekend. However, on the 48th minute, there was a throw-in into our box. The ball was flicked on with a header by their attacker to the back post. Butland had to save it and put it out for the corner. It was a VAR check as Balogun was jumping with the attacker, nothing given. To be honest, I'm kind of unsure about that one. It was certainly risky play from Balogun. He did have his hands on him. The player did go down maybe a wee bit easy, which is maybe why it wasn't given, but I felt that was more of a penalty than what we actually got given against us though, because in the 50th minute, a corner in from Morton, it was cleared by us. There was a long VAR check with the ref going to the screen and Broadfoot appears to stand on the ball. Dessers swipes at the ball. I don't think he got any of the player. I think Broadfoot fell over, and on the 51st minute a penalty was given to Morton. For me, a ridiculous decision. It was maybe evening up though after what maybe should have been a penalty to Balogun, but that's not the point. You're meant to judge every single decision on its own merits. Not the first time Broadfoot has conned a referee at Ibrox in our box though. So anyway, up steps Morton, 53rd minute, and they scored the penalty, sent Butland the wrong way. And there, arguably, yes, against the run of play, Morton were 1-0 up. And that's the whole point though. If we've not got the killer instinct and the cutting edge, and we don't take our chances in front of the opposition goal, you can quite quickly, through pure circumstance like this and maybe a bad refereeing decision, find yourself 1-0 down and chasing the game. You know, with 35 minutes of the game to play, given what we had seen, where are we going to score? Well, who knows? However, on the 55th minute, a corner in from the right by us, Balogun off the near post. The play raged on. 56th minute, there was a stoppage. We tried to bring on subs. The ref prevented it. He had no idea what was going on in the stadium. We only kind of half knew what was going on because we could see the referee talking. And he goes to the VAR screen to check, and it was Kurt Broadfoot, unbelievable enough, pulling the jersey of one of our players, and duly a penalty was given. It was a stone waller when you look back in it, but it was completely missed in the first place. However, up steps Dessers on the 59th minute, sends the keeper the wrong way and makes it 1-8. So bit of a lifeline, that one there. In all that, just before the penalty was taken, we made 3 substitutions. Lammers, Sterling and Balogun off, Hadji, Sima and Danilo on. 65th minute was a break of the ball with Danilo going forward. Could have passed it, but took it on himself. Defender managed to block the shot. Ball ended up going in the air and the keeper saves. Dessers did start going for it, but he bundled over the keeper, and that was that there. Anyway, maybe bad decision making there for Danilo. Maybe a wee bit too much time in his hands. However, he made up for it a couple of minutes later, because on the 67th minute he made it 2-1. Dessers was great to fight for the ball in midfield. Takes it forward, looks up, a lovely through ball to Danilo, who rounds the defender, shoots it into the back of net. Great composure and a great finish. 70th minute, attempted link-up play in the Morton box, intercepted by the defender, but effectively crossed it to Hadji, who controls it, blasts the ball goal-bound, forcing a good save out for the corner by the keeper. 72nd minute, lovely cross in from the right by Lundstrom. Sima rises, gets a close range header and off the bar. Unlucky that one there. 75th minute, a lovely spin by Hadji in the box, was curling and shot just over the bar. 80th minute, Dessers and Matondo off, Roof and Devine on. Sima on the 84th minute, brilliant down the left, skins his man into the box, gets a shot off, deflected, and an incredible one-handed save by the keeper out for the corner. After that, we just seemed to switch off. Morton were pushing all their players up to obviously get the goal. It's a cup game after all, they had nothing to lose. We seemed to be content with the 2-1, so we weren't actually exploiting the gaps. No idea why we were doing that, and it nearly cost us, because in the 95th minute it was a ball over the top of our defence. Ufeko with a goal saving challenge in the box. He put the guy on the deck as well. There was obviously a VAR check just to make sure, but he got all of the ball as well. So living dangerously towards the end there. Morton had another couple of half chances as well just after that, but it saved our embarrassment. We move on into the next round now, so glad of the win, but I'm starting to see some issues arise there. It's now getting to the stage, if we have a couple more games like that, maybe PSV not counting that because that's a whole different kettle of fish, but we really should be killing teams off early, having that killer instinct that Celtic seem to have. Granted, they've not had the best this season, but they did have that before. They would go 2-3 goals up. We should be doing that against, with all due respect to Morton, a team who are a level below us. However, I know Dave in the last post-match said we would have a main podcast out, just we never got around to it. We will be having one out on Monday, so it'll be out on Tuesday, probably before the PSV game. That's obviously a big, massive game. We're not really expecting much from that, to be honest, but we will see what happens. So, all that's left to say is enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for Rangers for not fucking up an early kick-off for a change. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.